Cowabunga, dudes and dudettes. This is Anthony, aka Batbomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the WWE Elite Series 60 Elias. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcased in your standard Elite window box packaging. Turning the box around, we can see an image of Elias at the top, and at the bottom, all the other wrestlers from this wave. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here is Elias out of the box. And man, I think Mattel has done a really good job with this piece. He has a great face sculpt, and I love the paint apps on things like his scarf. He comes with that really cool breakaway guitar that we've seen many times, and throw in Elite articulation, and you have one kick-ass wrestling figure. But before we take a closer look at the figure, let's take a look at the accessories. So Elias does come with an okay amount of accessories. Starting off, he comes with your standard stand with a cardboard watercolor background, a guitar, and his scarf. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at Elias. Ladies and gentlemen, Elias. Now, I have been waiting for this figure because I've become a really big fan of Elias. He's just really funny, and I love how he gets to the crowd and whatnot. And this is a very, very cool piece, so shout out to my buddy for hooking me up so I can make this review possible. So let's take a look. So Elias looks really, really cool. I love this figure. I think they did a great job over at Mattel with this figure in particular. I think it looks just like him. That face scan is really, really nice. That face sculpt and whatnot looks really, really good. I went in. The funny thing is, this figure isn't even part of like that real face tech printing that they're doing now. This is like the wave before they start doing that kind of stuff more often now. So, but that still looks really, really good with the beard and the long hair. I love his scarf. That looks really nice. Lots of good detail in that and whatnot. We even get his guitar. That's a guitar we've seen before many times with other figures and whatnot. It's just the exact same guitar and whatnot. It is a breakaway guitar, so it can break into pieces and whatnot when you're like slamming it over someone's head and whatnot. And it snaps together back pretty easily. So we got some nice wristbands right here. I guess those are just like bandanas that he wraps around his wrist and whatnot. Really good paint apps on that and whatnot. Look really, really good. You can just slide this right off. And he does have some standard black pants and whatnot. Look really, really good. You can see the back of his butt right here. He's got some of the back pockets sculpted on there. Nice cuffs at the bottom. All look really, really nice. Again, I think this looks really, really cool. Lots of good stuff going on with this piece. We do get the standard stand that we've been seeing with a lot of Mattel Elite figures and whatnot. Just like then, it comes a little painted cardboard background, which looks pretty cool. I like the watercolor artwork of this piece. Looks really nice. I wish there was a little more of the character because it seems like there's so much of the audience and he's just right here at the bottom of the piece. So when you display him in front of it, I mean, he's going to be covering his own face with his butt. So you know what I mean? So it's a little weird, but here's what it is. I really don't even use those in the first place. But anyways, so again, everything looks really cool. I love this figure. Can't wait to get more of him. I think he's such a cool character. Absolutely adore him on the shows and whatnot. So let's take a look at the articulation. Since this is an Elite figure, he's got really good articulation. So the head's on a ball joint, does roll around a little bit, does turn left and right, up and down a bit, pivot side to side. It is hindered a little bit by the hair because the hair is pretty long, but it's not too bad. Arms can go full 360, up and out about that much, rotate at the bicep, a single bend at the elbow. I really wish Mattel would start giving their Elites double jointed elbows. I think that would help a lot with wrestling poses and whatnot, and you know, when they're in wrestling stances and grappling with each other and things like that. So that's something I hope Mattel eventually does. We got a swivel at the wrist as well as a hinge at the wrist. Since this is an Elite, we get a rotation at the waist and an ab crunch. So it crunches forward about that much, back about that far. Hip joints that kick forward that much, back not at all. Can do the splits very, very nicely. Rotation in that upper thigh. We got double jointed knees. We got ankle rotation. Ankles move up and down barely. It is hindered by the cuff of the pants right there. His boot does hit a little bit. And he has a slightly ankle rocker. So overall, I think this is a really cool figure. Again, if you're a big fan of Elias, the character, I think you'll love this piece. He is pretty rad, and I think Mattel did a great job with him. The sculpting, the paint apps, I love his accessories, like of the scarf and whatnot. The paint apps on those little wrist wraps was really good, and that really awesome breakaway guitar is just pretty dope. So if you like him, I think he is definitely a must get. So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool figure, as well as a DCUC Batman figure. And for your wrestling comparison, here he is standing next to a WWE Elite The Rock and John Cena figures. And just for fun, here he is standing next to a little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the new WWE Elite Series 60 Elias. Now overall, I think this is a really cool addition to your wrestling collection. If you love Elias, I think this is a magnificent piece. This is his first Elite figure that we've received from Mattel, and they did a really good job considering this isn't even using their new Face Tech printing technique. Overall, he's pretty awesome with that guitar, scarf, Elite articulation, and overall just a really cool character that I think you would absolutely love for your collections. So I give this figure a rating of 3.5 Bat Bombs out of 5. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.